lesson is on contour drawing, CONTOUR-DRAWING. Contour drawing is a style of drawing that uses what only? We started a little bit on Friday. Which element of art? Yes?
Lines.
Yeah, absolutely. Lines. It is a lines only drawing, and you are not supposed to shade, right? And I'm going to make this very bold. No shading at all. Today we're going to use different media. Media is a new vocabulary word for you. This will be on your very first quiz. Media are what we use to create our art. An example would be like pencil, charcoal, clay is a medium. All right. And today you're actually going to be using 3 different media. You're going to be using pencil, pen, and marker. In a minute, I'm going to give you a definition for line quality, but before then, we're actually going to do that. So notice that each of these things are in what would be considered the media, the things that we use to create art. But media and medium mean the same thing. Media is the plural form of medium, right? So if we did a pencil drawing, you would say the medium is pencil. If you used pencil and pen and marker, all 3 of them, to complete a drawing, you would say it is a mixed media piece, right? Because you're mixing up different kinds of things, right? Did you guys do understand irregular plurals, right? Yes? Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to give you the definition for line quality after I show you what it is. Using the medium that's indicated, what I want you to do is I want you to try to make a line that stretches from the end of the word to the edge of the paper that shows all the different kinds of lines you can make with that. So for example, with a pencil, if I start up on the point very lightly, I can always rotate down to the side and press darker and wider. I can create a jaggedy line, a sketchy line. My line could be curved and light, and then maybe dashed and progressive. Do you see how I can get lots of different kinds of lines out of my pencil? Did you see how I changed it from holding it from this way to putting it down to more of a drawing stance or holding it this way? You can do the same thing with a pen. How do you make a light line with a pen? Just barely touch the paper, right? And to get it bolder, you have to do what? And go over it more than once, yes? And then with your marker, you're going to try to do the same thing. Again, with the marker, much like the pen, if you want a light, thin line, you just barely tickle the surface of the paper with the nib, right? The nib is called the point. And on the marker, because it has the graduated tip like that, you can get all different kinds of lines. All right, then, so that's going to give us the opportunity to go ahead and give the other definition for a new vocabulary word or term. Oops, trying to spell it wrong here. Line quality. Line quality is how a line looks. A fancy way of saying that is the appearance of a line. if you want a little bit of a reminder on that, you can also put in parentheses, it's, thin lines versus thick, light versus dark, smooth versus rough, etc.